Alrighty, we have our explicit and implicit notes. We are going to take a look at a short video lesson today, and then we're going to take some time to explore our topic, okay? Ultimately, you are going to be recording yourself asking 2 questions about this topic. So as we're discussing, I'd like for you to be thinking about questions that you have in your head so that we can get this assignment done correctly, all right? Okay. I'm going to share my screen with you. We are going to watch a short video lesson from Miss Renalei today, and then we will explore some text and videos. Okay, here we go. So our target, as you know, is that we are working on asking and answering questions to demonstrate understanding of a text. We are going to refer explicitly to the text as the basis for answers. We are asking questions to show that we understand a text. Here is our short video lesson.
Hi, third grade.
Make sure I shared my sound. Yes, I have.
This is Mrs. Renalei here. We are working on asking and answering questions to show we understand a text. Today, we're going to think about asking questions to show we understand. Today, we are introducing a topic. We have a big question that we want to ask that goes with our topic. Our question is, how do living things survive in their environment? You already know some things about this topic. Your teacher may pause the video so that you can share out things you already know.
All right, let's share. What do we know about how things survive in their environment? And go ahead and unmute one at a time, so don't talk over each other, but what are some things that animals need to survive? What do we need to survive?
Food.
Food, awesome. What more?
Water.
Water, yep. What more?
Cake.
Say it again.
Cake.
Cake? That's a kind of food, so that can help. What more?
Muffins. A place to live.
A place to live, good. Shelter. What more?
Water.
We need water. What about if we're in a super, super, super cold place? What might we need?
We might need a home that's warm.
Okay.
A fire.
Some warmth to be able to keep us warm, tools to make a fire. Awesome. So we know things that animals need. We're going to take a look at some specific animals, and we're going to look at things that they need. So our questions are going to be more specific today. All right, here we go.
Now we're going to watch a video that will get us thinking about this topic of how animals survive in their environment.
Animal adaptations. An octopus blends into its background when he notices a predator approaching. A hungry cheetah needs to stay hidden while sneaking up on her prey if she wants to eat. A human being is caught in a sudden rainstorm. How do living things survive in their environment?
Our big question is, how do living things survive in their environment? Let's ask some questions about our topic today. Our topic is living things survive in their environment. I'm thinking of some questions I want to ask. I saw some pretty interesting things in the video. Something I'm wondering about living things is, how do animals stay warm in the winter? I'm thinking about my own life and what I do to stay warm when it's cold outside. So that makes me curious about other living things. Another question I have is also about animals. In the video, I saw some animals that looked like maybe they were hunting. I'm wondering how animals know where to look for their food. I'm going to ask a question about my topic because I'm wanting to know this answer. My question is, do animals know where to look for food? My food is in my house with my family, but I'm really curious about how other living things find their food. Today, you are going to ask questions about our topic. You can use the video or questions you already have about how living things survive.
Right. So we're going to be asking questions about how living things survive. Today, we're going to be looking at a specific text that is going to help us with this conversation. So there is a text that we'll release to you in a moment about animal and plant adaptations for kids. There's a video here for us to watch that we'll look at together, and then down here, there's some different animals for you to explore. You do not need to read all of this article. You can choose different parts of the article that you would like to focus on. So, for example, we're going to watch the video together, and let's say, I think birds are kind of boring. I'm going to, I love sloths. Let's read about them. And then, birds, giraffes. Oh my gosh, I can read about them. Okay. If you'd like to read some more, here's specific ways that animals use specific adaptations. Down here are some vocabulary words. I would encourage you to use these vocabulary words inside of your questions today. So you might use the word adaptation. You might use the word predator. You might use the word environment, okay? Bonus points for using those vocabulary words. Down here are some specific questions. So these are some examples of questions that you might ask. You may not copy these questions, but you can use other questions to help you. I'm going to put this link in the chat. I'd like for you to click on that link and watch and read this article in a breakout room, okay? You're going to read this article in a breakout room. First, we're going to watch this video together.
I'm Dr. Jeff Vinegar, and today we're going to explore the science of adaptations and the environment. With Dr. Jeff. In the world of science, an adaptation is a characteristic of a living thing that helps it survive in its environment.
So a hummingbird's beak helps it survive. How?
The hummingbird beak, which is long and skinny, allows it to reach deep inside flowers. Once it's in there, it can drink nectar by curling up its special tongue like a spoon.
Whoa, Dr. Jeff, there's so many different types of birds with different types of beaks. Are all of those adaptations too?
They sure are. Let's break it down. Birds have all different kinds of beaks based on their environment and the kind of food they eat. Like finches, who use their small beaks to eat tiny seeds. Pelicans, who use their large pouch-like beaks to scoop up fish. Or hawks, who have sharp, hooked beaks to eat small animals like mice or lizards.
But adaptations aren't just limited to birds, are they?
Nope, all kinds of animals have adaptation.
You're going to be reading the article that has been sent to you in the chat. Right there we go. All right, so go ahead and click on that link, and that will open up your article. You're going to read this article together in a breakout room. So you might open up the article, and then you might say, ooh, I want to read this part, or oh, I want to read this part. And then you're going to change the different parts that you're reading. You do not have to read the whole thing. Okay, remember, you do not have to read the whole article. Let me show you the assignment that you are going to be completing as you are reading this. As you are reading this on Seesaw, it says, watch the video lesson. We've done that. Think about what you want to know about living things surviving in their environment. Ask 2 questions about the topic and use the label tool to write. Record yourself reading both questions. Push the check to submit. So as you and your group are reading through this article, you are going to come up with 2 questions that come directly from this article. Okay, so you'll come up with 2 questions from this article, and then you will write those on your Seesaw assignment. Okay, what questions can I answer before I send you to your breakout rooms? Awesome. I'm going to open up your breakout rooms. You are reading this article together, and you are coming up with a list of questions that you have about our topic of how do animals survive in their environments. Okay, how do animals survive? So in your breakout room, you will unmute, you will talk about the article together, and you will record a list of questions on Seesaw. Okay, please remember, breakout rooms are just like if you were in physical school and you had to turn and talk with your table. So you should be unmuted, you should be doing the task exactly, okay? You are working on answering and asking questions from the article. Whatever you did not finish is now going to be completed during your work time. So this assignment needs to be completed before math at 10:30, okay? So you're going to complete reading the article and asking questions about it and uploading those questions to Seesaw, okay? All right, let's talk about the schedule and also your activities. I have now created a school hours plan that will block anything that is not what I have told you to be on, okay? So if it is not Lexia, if it is not Mayan, if it is not Clever, if it is not Seesaw, if it is not a reading activity that you have been assigned, you will not be able to get onto it. Who are choosing to play different games, who are choosing to make different choices. So I have to block that so that we can make sure we're getting our school hour assignments done, okay? So please be aware of that. So you will get blocked messages if you are trying to get on something that you are not supposed to be on. You are getting ready to take your break for 10 to 15 minutes. Then you are going to be working on this assignment for reading. At 10:30, you're going to log in for math, and you will need your volume 2 math textbook. So make sure you have your math textbook. Make sure you have the one that says volume 2. Okay, this will be needed at 10:30 for math. All right. Okay, that is all that I have for you. If you do not have any questions, goodbye. If you do have questions, please stay on and I'd be happy to help.